The Bolero moniker has been in India for over 2 decades now. Despite minimal updates, it remains Mahindra's best-selling model with over 6,000 units being sold every month. However, now a new member has joined the family and it promises to offer all that the Bolero does, but with more comfort, style and features.
Yes, we are talking about the new Bolero Neo. And despite what Mahindra says, it still has its work cut out for itself because it still has to compete with this, the original Bolero.
Well, I disagree. We all know that the new Bolero Neo is based on the TUV 300, and along with the new name, it also gets a host of new features and creature comforts.
True, but the original Bolero has been the workhorse SUV and it is tried, tested and it has never failed. So why fix something that hasn't been broken?
You know what? You have a point there. So let's do one thing. Let's put these two SUVs to the test and see which one is the better Bolero. Visually, both the SUVs come with boxy and upright proportions. The classic Bolero gets the same multi-slat grille, metal bumper, large halogen headlamps, doors with exposed hinges and tailgate mounted spare wheel. Compared to that, the new Bolero Neo certainly gets a more finished look with smoother lines. It gets the new Bolero family grille with chrome inserts, new LED daytime running lights and new bumpers. The tail lamp has been revised and the X-shaped spare wheel cover now comes with Bolero lettering. It also gets the signature Bolero inspired cladding. Interestingly, both SUVs are equally long at 3,995mm and share the same 2,680mm wheelbase. However, the Neo is 50mm wider than the regular Bolero, but it is also 63mm shorter.
Step inside this Bolero and you will find that this is an utilitarian vehicle out and out. There are no fancy features like a touchscreen or system or a display, so there are fewer things to worry about. The customer buying this car wants things functional and it gets essential features like an air conditioning, a tuned-in audio system and power windows and power steering.
But that notion has changed, right? Even the rural customer wants a vehicle with more features. And the Bolero Neo is exactly for that customer. So you get a lot of premium bits which are drastically different from the classic Bolero. You get the nice, well laid out cabin, you get a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system. It does not get Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, but it does get the Mahindra BlueSense connectivity app and the driver information system. You get a multi-function steering wheel, and overall it's a nice cabin to be in. Even the cushioning on the seats is much better and the premium fabric makes it a better experience overall. As for the third row, both SUVs get side-facing seats which are both uncomfortable and unsafe. Even for a shorter journey, two adults won't be comfortable over here, and there are no seat belts either. As for the safety bits, the older Bolero just gets the basics: a driver's side airbag, ABS, reverse parking sensors, and seatbelt reminder. On the other hand, the Bolero Neo gets dual front airbags, ABS with EBD, automatic door locks, high-speed alert warning, cornering braking control, ISOFIX child mount seats, static bending headlamps, follow me headlamps, and seatbelt reminder. What this one too misses out on is a reverse parking camera. The classic Bolero uses a modified ladder-on frame platform based on the original Mahindra 4x4, while the Bolero Neo is based on the third generation ladder-on frame chassis. Both SUVs use a 1.5-litre diesel engine and send power to the rear wheels, but the similarities end pretty much there.
Now this classic Bolero comes with a 1.5-litre diesel engine that is mated to this 5-speed manual gearbox as standard. It makes about 75 brake horsepower and 210 Newton meters of peak torque. At the front you have spring-loaded suspension, whereas at the back you have rigid leaf suspensions. And that really tells you that this Bolero means business. It can handle bad roads like nobody's business, and it can certainly perform very well on rough terrains. The only gripe is that on regular tarmac, it is not that refined. You feel all the bumps and undulations on the road in a very particular manner, and that can be a bit cumbersome in city conditions. Also, this gearbox has long throws and it's not very steady, and the heavy clutch really makes it a very difficult SUV to handle in stop and go traffic.
Well, powering the Bolero Neo is a 1.5-litre M-Hawk 100 diesel engine. It's the same engine that came on the TUV 300 and makes about 100 brake horsepower and 260 Newton meters of peak torque. Now that's 20 Newton meters more than what you got on the TUV. Well, it's the more powerful engine, and that definitely shows. It's also the more refined engine of the two, well, compared to the classic Bolero, and it's more civilized and easier to live with on a day-to-day basis. Also, the Bolero Neo gets a lighter clutch compared to the classic Bolero, and that makes this SUV far more livable in bumper-to-bumper traffic. Now the Bolero is priced in India between 8,40,000 rupees and 9,41,000 rupees ex-showroom Delhi. The Bolero Neo, on the other hand, is priced from 8,48,000 rupees going all the way up to 10 lakh rupees, and most of the creature comforts come on the top spec model. Mahindra does not offer the Bolero with 4x4 anymore, while the Bolero Neo comes with a multi-terrain system and a limited slip differential, which gives it an additional level of capability off-road. See, I told you, the Mahindra Bolero Neo is the better SUV.
But you cannot deny the fact that both can coexist. After all, they target different audience. That is a more premium SUV with more features, whereas this sells more than any other Mahindra SUV just because it's a no-nonsense workhorse.
But you're absolutely right. In the Mahindra stable as well, there was that void in that segment, especially in that 8 to 12 lakh space. And the Scorpio operated there earlier, and that model has now gone up. It's more premium. It's now going more upmarket with the next generation. And that's really where now the new Bolero Neo fits in. It's that one rugged SUV for the hinterland that can do it all.
Well, I can live with that.
In a nutshell, the Bolero Neo is not here to replace the existing model, but comes as an alternative for anyone who's looking for a bit more. It is for the new Indian customer who wants something more reliable yet rugged, and the Neo fits that bill.